Here's a brutal truth. Most men today fail with women not because of what they say or do, but because of how easily they lose control. Studies show that men who master emotional control have significantly more success in relationships. But there's something society won't tell you. The Stoics knew the truth about women, truth so powerful, so unfiltered that most people are afraid to say them out loud. These aren't modern dating gimmicks, empty alpha male strategies, or manipulative tactics. These are deep, unshakable insights into human nature that have stood the test of time. If you want to unlock the hidden Stoic wisdom about women that no one dares to talk about, keep watching. For centuries, Stoicism has been seen as the philosophy of strength, discipline, and emotional control. But what most people don't realize is that Stoicism isn't just about mastering yourself. It also offers powerful insights into human nature, including the way men and women interact. Stoicism originated in ancient Greece and was later refined by Roman thinkers, becoming a practical guide for personal resilience, wisdom, and self-mastery. It was developed during an era of great political and social instability, where leaders, warriors, and philosophers sought ways to navigate uncertainty with clarity and purpose. This enduring philosophy teaches that external circumstances are beyond our control, but our responses to them are entirely within our power. Ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca understood that emotions, expectations, and social conditioning shape our relationships more than we realize. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." They believed that to truly understand others, especially women, you must first master your own mind. Dr. William B. Irvine, a professor of philosophy and expert on Stoicism, expands on this idea in his book, A Guide to the Good Life, stating, "The Stoics understood that external events, including the actions of others, are beyond our control. What we can control is how we respond to them." His work reinforces that maintaining emotional stability is a cornerstone of successful relationships. Imagine an ancient Roman general standing before a battlefield. Chaos surrounds him, clashing swords, panicked soldiers, the deafening roar of war. Yet amidst the turmoil, he remains composed, calculating his next move with precision and discipline. This same principle applies to life and relationships. Picture yourself standing in the middle of a crowded room, voices echoing all around you, people reacting emotionally to every little thing. But you are calm, centered, untouchable by the chaos. This is the Stoic way, to remain composed while the world around you fluctuates wildly. But here's the catch. Modern society often distorts or ignores these timeless truths, leaving many men confused and frustrated. The modern world encourages instant gratification, emotional impulsivity, and reactionary behavior. Yet, true strength is found in stillness, in the ability to remain grounded despite external turbulence. Today, we're diving deep into Stoic secrets about women, insights that no one dares to say out loud. These are principles that have been tested through time, guiding emperors, warriors, and thinkers through the most challenging situations. Get ready, because this will challenge everything you've been told. A few years ago, I found myself in a situation that tested my emotional control more than ever. I was in a long-term relationship, and things were slowly unraveling. Arguments became frequent, expectations unrealistic, and I felt like I was constantly trying to prove myself. One day, after another heated disagreement, I took a step back and realized something. I had become reactive, allowing my emotions to dictate my actions instead of staying centered. That night I turned to Stoicism. I revisited the words of Epictetus. "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Instead of trying to control the relationship, I focused on controlling my mind. I stopped reacting to every emotional wave, stopped chasing validation, and instead worked on becoming the best version of myself. What happened next was eye-opening. The more I remained grounded, the more the dynamic changed. I saw things more clearly, both her flaws and my own. Eventually, I made peace with reality. Whether the relationship lasted or not was no longer my primary concern. My concern was mastering my mind, staying true to my values, and walking my path with wisdom. That realization changed everything, not just in my relationships, but in life as a whole. In today's world, men are bombarded with conflicting advice about women. Some say you must be overly emotional and vulnerable to connect, while others preach dominance and control. Society swings between extremes, either putting women on a pedestal or treating them as adversaries. But both of these views are flawed, and they set men up for failure. Much of this confusion stems from the way relationships are portrayed in the media. Romantic movies often idealize love, suggesting that men must endlessly pursue and please women to win their affection. On the other hand, self-help books and influencers sometimes advocate for an almost militant form of emotional detachment, pushing the notion that women only respect men who are cold and indifferent. Neither extreme provides a balanced approach, and this leaves many men confused about how to navigate relationships successfully. Social media amplifies these conflicting messages. One moment, a viral post suggests that women want men who are completely open about their feelings. The next, a popular influencer claims that the secret to attraction is never showing vulnerability. The result? Many men feel like they are constantly getting it wrong, no matter what they do. Imagine a man standing in the rain, looking up at the storm. One man panics, running for cover, blaming the sky for his misery. Another stands firm, feeling each raindrop but remaining unshaken. The second man embodies stoic wisdom. He observes, he adapts, but he does not react emotionally. The truth is, many men misunderstand women not because women are complicated, but because they let emotions, unrealistic expectations, and societal conditioning cloud their judgment. Stoicism teaches us that wisdom comes not from reacting, but from observing, from seeing things as they truly are, not as we wish them to be. Instead of feeling frustration over mixed signals, the Stoic approach calls for steady self-improvement and an acceptance of reality as it is. As Seneca wisely stated, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." The inability to see reality for what it is often leads to emotional suffering in relationships. When we expect perfection from others or ourselves, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Instead, the Stoic path emphasizes controlling what is within our power, our reactions, our mindset, and our emotional state. So what if I told you that the Stoics had already solved many of the challenges men face in relationships thousands of years ago? They understood fundamental truths about women, human nature, and emotional control. Truths that no one dares to talk about today. Let's uncover these Stoic secrets so you can stop feeling lost and start seeing the world with clarity. Some say you must be overly emotional and vulnerable to connect, while others preach dominance and control. Society swings between extremes, either putting women on a pedestal or treating them as adversaries. But both of these views are flawed, and they set men up for failure. Let's uncover these Stoic secrets so you can stop feeling lost and start seeing the world with clarity. 1. Emotional control. Why women respect strength, not reactivity. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This lesson is crucial for men navigating relationships, yet many fail to apply it. They allow their emotions, fear, frustration, insecurity, to dictate their actions. Consider this. A man who becomes anxious when a woman pulls away, who reacts impulsively to a challenge, or who seeks constant validation, is like a ship caught in a storm. The weak captain panics, allowing the waves to control him. The strong captain remains steady, adjusting the sails, using the wind to his advantage. Women respect the steady captain, not the one who is tossed around by the storm. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but mastering them. Stoicism teaches that a man must stand firm in his values, unshaken by external forces. When a woman tests a man's strength, not to manipulate, but to confirm his steadiness, he must respond with calm, not chaos. This is true emotional control, the ability to face uncertainty without losing balance. A man who embodies this principle radiates confidence and stability. He does not seek reassurance from women. He provides it through his presence, self-discipline, and unshakable nature. In turn, this earns a woman's respect, trust, and admiration. 2. The Stoic revelation. Women and men are both students of nature. At the heart of Stoicism is a simple but powerful lesson. Understand nature, and you understand everything. Women, like men, are shaped by nature, emotions, and external pressures. But modern men often make the mistake of resenting these realities instead of understanding them. Some complain that women are too emotional, too unpredictable, or too complicated. But is it not the role of a Stoic to accept nature as it is rather than wish it were different? A true Stoic does not resist reality. He studies it, adapts, and remains grounded. He understands that just as he has his own biological and psychological imperatives, so do women. And instead of letting this divide them, he learns from it. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Women may test men, but this is not out of malice. It is a natural selection process, a way to gauge strength and resilience. Men who complain about this are like sailors cursing the sea instead of learning how to navigate it. The wise man learns the patterns, understands the tides, and uses them to his advantage. By applying these Stoic principles, a man doesn't just improve his relationships with women, he elevates himself. And in doing so, he gains what so many men lack today: clarity, strength, and the ability to move through life with unshakable wisdom. Third, indifference to the opinions of others. Why seeking approval is weakness. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Many men today are crippled by a desperate need for approval, especially from women. They chase validation, fearing rejection, shaping their identities around the opinions of others. But Stoicism teaches a crucial truth. No external opinion should have power over your inner peace. Women, like all people, have their own perspectives, biases, and emotions. If a man allows himself to be ruled by a woman's approval, he has already surrendered his strength. A Stoic man does not seek validation. He seeks virtue, wisdom, and self-mastery. He understands that the opinions of others, including women, are outside his control. What matters is his own sense of purpose, discipline, and values. Paradoxically, this indifference to validation makes a man more attractive. A man who does not need approval is more respected than a man who constantly chases it. Women are drawn to men who are grounded, who walk their path regardless of external opinions. When a man is centered in his own philosophy, he becomes magnetic, not because he tries to be, but because his lack of neediness is rare and valuable. The power of self-sufficiency. Why women gravitate toward men with purpose. One of the greatest lessons in Stoicism is self-sufficiency. The Stoics taught that a person should not rely on external circumstances for happiness or fulfillment. Yet, many men today define themselves by their relationships, seeking completion in a woman rather than in their own purpose. A Stoic man understands that his mission comes first. Whether it's mastering a skill, building a career, or pursuing personal growth, he knows that his primary responsibility is to himself and his purpose. Think of Marcus Aurelius, a man who ruled an empire yet remained devoted to his inner discipline. If a Roman emperor could maintain his purpose amidst war and political chaos, surely modern men can do the same. This principle is deeply attractive to women. A man with purpose does not become lost in a relationship, he brings direction into it. He is not waiting for a woman to complete him, he is already whole, and in that wholeness he offers strength. A woman does not want to be a man's purpose. She wants to be with a man who already has one. When a man lives with purpose, he moves through the world with certainty, and women naturally gravitate toward him. 5. True strength is found in virtue, not dominance. Many men mistake dominance for strength, thinking they must control women to gain respect. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. True strength is found in virtue, not force. A man who manipulates or dominates women is not strong. He is insecure. A truly strong man does not seek control over others. He seeks control over himself. Seneca said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." A Stoic man does not waste time trying to control a woman's emotions, actions, or choices. He controls his own reactions, his own mind, and his own character. He is firm in his boundaries, unwavering in his values, and committed to a life of integrity. Ironically, this makes him far more respected. Women and people in general trust a man who is disciplined, not desperate for control. They admire a man who leads with wisdom, not arrogance. Strength is not enforcing submission, but in embodying the kind of character that naturally commands respect. In today's world, where relationships are often filled with confusion, frustration, and misunderstanding, Stoicism offers a timeless blueprint for clarity. It teaches that emotional control earns respect, not reactivity. Nature must be understood, not resisted. Seeking approval is weakness. Self-validation is power. A man's purpose must come first. True strength is in virtue, not control. When a man masters himself, he masters his relationships. And in doing so, he discovers the most powerful truth of all. Women do not determine your worth. Only you do. So, the question is, will you let the storm control you, or will you be the captain of your own ship? Here's the ultimate truth the Stoics understood. Women, just like men, are bound by nature, but those who master themselves rise above it. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This doesn't just apply to men, it applies to everyone. Women, throughout history, have faced immense challenges, social limitations, emotional struggles, and expectations placed upon them by society. Yet time and time again, they've demonstrated resilience, wisdom, and adaptability. What do you think? Do you believe emotional control is the key to stronger relationships? Or do you see it differently? Which Stoic principle resonates with you the most when it comes to understanding human nature? Let's discuss in the comments. We've explored the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and how it reveals truths about women that modern society often ignores. Let's recap the key insights. Emotional control. Women respect men who remain composed under pressure. Strength is not about dominance, but about inner stability. Acceptance of reality. Women, like men, are flawed and complex. Instead of expecting perfection, see people as they truly are. Resilience and adaptability. Women have historically faced immense challenges, yet their ability to endure and thrive is a testament to their strength. Self-sufficiency. Chasing external validation, whether from women or society, only leads to disappointment. True fulfillment comes from mastering yourself. Women are not weak because of their emotions. Many are strong because of them. But true power, for both men and women, comes from mastering the mind. At its core, Stoicism teaches us not just to understand women, but to understand ourselves. Once you control your emotions, stop reacting impulsively, and embrace reality as it is, your relationships with women and with the world transform. So the question isn't just, how can I understand women better? The real question is, how can I master myself so that I see everything, including women, with absolute clarity? Now, go apply these lessons and walk the Stoic path with strength. Now that you've gained these powerful Stoic insights, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What's the biggest lesson from Stoicism that has changed the way you see relationships? Do you think modern society has misunderstood these ancient truths? Keep learning. If you found this video valuable, don't stop here. Check out my other videos where we dive even deeper into the Stoic mindset and how it can transform your life. Subscribe and stay Stoic. If you're serious about mastering your emotions and thinking like a true Stoic, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a new lesson in wisdom and strength. Thanks for watching. Now go apply these Stoic secrets in your life. See you in the next video.